Oh, I lost a target by doing that. Oh, because... Hang on. They were not purple. But I had 2 of 3, and now I only have 1 of 3. So they had the mark. Oh, wait, yellow. I wonder if it's because I'd already tagged them. I just learned something important. Alright, we're gonna just hunker here for a minute. I think it was gold because I'd already tagged them. Maybe. There's a purple one. I see you. I see you.
Look, I'm having a bad night. One professional to another. Mind leaving me alone?
I know someone who would love to meet you. I shall arrange an introduction.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Assassin's
Maybe
Creed
not
Odyssey is
tonight,
a
though.
great game.
Thanks.
Got a couple playthroughs in that. I just love the Greek mythology. Magenta, magenta. No purple anyway. Oh, are you purple? You are purple. Come here. Hello there.
What is it? Did I miss a meeting or something?
I am quite pleased that our paths have crossed. You are unique.
Whatever. I just want to get some sleep before my morning stand-up.
That is our feast found, I reckon. I'd say the doing's done. Best hightail it back to Nyx. Let her catch the scents before they fade.
And then I am going to go say good morning to my great niece because she is awake.
Oh, no.
How to get home.
Yo, you done yet?
I'm done, bitch.
Hey, so how'd it go?
I have done what you could not. Here are the items.
Ugh, hey, I get it. I'm lower than scum to you. Holy shit. So that's what she was talking about? Can you smell that? Those things Lou was saying, moneyed and mournful? This is what it smells like? Ah! Oh my god, thank you. I mean it. Starting off on the right foot round here means more to me than you know.
I trust you will be able to handle this yourself in future. I have better things to do.
Oh. Okay. Well, thank you for the assistance, officer.
There's
Enjoy
nothing
your
worse than a
night.
lazy person who wants other people to do their work for them. Also, somebody who is
We
such
should get
a
Nyx
smooth
time.
brain that they
If Lou
can't
isn't
figure out
satisfied, we'll be
how to
sure
do
to hear
things. Or they're unwilling to learn.
Well, I reckon that's your sheriff duty scene too, and I can feel that old fireball lurking on the horizon. So, in your own time, of course.
Back to the Haven.
I need a raise. I deserve one.
Interesting how the haven's not marked on the map. I don't get like a tracking waypoint like you do with the other stuff. I wonder if that's a bug. Possibly.
I need a raise. I deserve one.
Cold time. I don't even. What?
Up, up, up we go. Oh, that's new. Or I just missed it the first time.
Well, it's an education to watch you work. You have a knack for treating folks the way they want to be treated.
That's right.
Some might call that buttering up, but I call it prudence.
Social lubrication. Right back. All right. They have been greeted for the morning. Great niece is washing her teeth, brushing her teeth, not washing her teeth, brushing her teeth. Chris is drinking coffee.
I mean what I say. There are kindred to be respected here.
Oh, I get it, I do. I think this town could use a sheriff who listens before they punch. We've done our share of legwork tonight, that's certain. You want to work the notes, both high and low?
Sophia is interesting. so attached to her ghoul. It is not usual.
Sophia's always been scatterbrained. Used to hang around with my sire. Maybe my bloodline rubs off on some.
Huh.
I like her, though. Reminds me of more innocent times. And we both love getting our fangs into a good puzzle.
I find that she is a pleasant diversion. She digs up my older memories.
Hey, if it floats the USS Fire, then I won't pass comment, but some memories are maybe best kept buried.
Indeed. Helping to feed Lou was not something I expected when I woke up.
Some might call it a come down, but there's a passel of weight in being a waiter. Folks treat you as furniture, and no one cares what shares here.
What do you know of Lou's illness?
The beckoning I've heard rumors of, but nothing more than what she said. Though I'd a notion it was for folks much older than herself. But this does put meat on the bones of a mighty mystery. Why did Her Highness take a step back? I never did understand it. A prince giving power away? The rarest of things. Maybe this is the cause.
I know a bit more about how Katsumi and the Anarchs operate in Seattle.
You do? A little that even opened my eyes. I'd not known her arrangement with Benny. Caught between court and rabble and has been for a while. Seems to be steering the course for the best. And owes you a favor, which is not a thing to be sniffed at.
I have met others like her in the past, capable of greatness should they desire it.
Maybe if the court wasn't looking to wipe her and her allies out, she might consider it.
It is good to discuss these things, but it is time to rest.
Sleep well then, Fire. Let's hope for a day without dreams.
I have a feeling that's not going to happen. You know we're going to have nightmares. Once again.
Well, hello there, buddy. I, did what you said. I woke up.
They set their feet upon the sod. Their lips split parched, their belly dry. Sweet succulence upon the vine. A sovereign full specified.
That's nice and all, but I have questions. Can you tell me your name?
Do I take you from your time, truth seeker? Do I interrupt your sleep?
I'm more interested in who you are.
They say trouble comes in pairs, detective.
That's a truth.
They say trouble comes in pairs.
They say trouble comes in pairs, and here I was with the first shoe in front of me, waiting for the other to drop.
So this is
And let
so
me
we're
tell
having another
you,
flashback with
this one
Fabian.
was tight-laced and had a vicious tongue.
A deep sleeper? A goddamn deep sleeper? It is 8 o'clock at night and I've been standing out here for an hour. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your me time, Mr. Detective, but someone wants to kill me and no one seems to care.
Okay. Now, settle down.
Now, you'll find I'm a caring sort when I've time to get up to speed. So why don't you settle down and tell me your problem, Miss,
Verona. It's just Verona. Calm right down. I find a goddamn death threat in my purse and this freaky looking sword thing. And you want me calm?
Huh. Now that is interesting. A death threat and a decoration. Might I see them, Miss Verona?
That's why they sent me to you. I showed the officer at the desk. He said you'd help. Look, I went out last night with the girls.
went through my purse for my keys this morning, and there they were. The letter, the cross thing, were there last night, and honest, this has got me shook up, Detective. Real shook up.
Oh, then you just let old Fabian take a look-see. See what shakes out.
I like the Fabian parts of the game a lot, man. So yeah, these are the types of idiocracies we have to deal with. This guy just left a comment over on my early thoughts video. This dude never actually plays a game in any video I've seen. He just talks a bunch of nothing. What the fuck? That's Pan Am 933. That's what I'm saying. These people, none of them have actual usernames. All the trolls are literally just a bunch of numbers. Like, there's 10,000 videos almost on my YouTube channel. I've been doing this full time for almost 4 years. I stream live every single day for 8 hours, and I've got this dipshit who says, I've never actually seen this guy play a video game. He just talks. Tell us you're mentally slow without telling us you're mentally slow. The Cross of St. James. I'd seen it before at the 2020s of Pandora's Death, but also back in the old days, each time at a murder scene. What's up? Acá estoy. Aquí está. No puedo hablar. Está aquí. ¿Qué quiere ver?
Now this was familiar.
Use Spirit's Touch to gain insights from objects and bodies.
Well, hello there, my little parchment pal. You got words to spill?
I am a death threat detective. That is my sole purpose, and all that you will get from me.
Details on the Fallout 76 deep dive are over on YouTube in the video. I would suggest y'all check it out. I also did an announcement video yesterday for the upcoming Elder Scrolls Online deep dive, and the schedule every single month is published at the beginning of the month, talking about the games I'm going to be playing for that month. So usually in the first week of the month. So the October video is live right now on YouTube. The November video will be live in a couple of weeks. We will also be doing an overall view of November, December, January soon, the quarterly video. Check those videos out at your leisure for all the answers.
That's quite a perfume you have there. Tangy, bitter, late nights and morning regrets.
Now, listen. I had to endure degradations to bear my message, you know. Dragged through smoke-filled dens, spattered with malt beer. Ugh.
Huh. So Miss Verona picked you up in a bar, then?
How dare you? Yeah, I mean, yes, I suppose so.
Good quality paper, but I see a few marks.
The finest thick cardstock as befits my role as a harbinger of doom. A few marks, I'll grant you, but I was folded very carefully. But then, alas, unceremoniously crammed into a purse filled with whatever junk the youngsters feel a need to carry. Not to mention the clear imprint I endured from the metal ornament that was my companion in travel.
The Cross of St. James. Pandora and cigarettes, sure, but is still scratching at the armor of my think tank trying to get in.
Might I hazard a guess, Detective? Was there not a case back when you were young? The gutter press called it the Rebar Killer.
No, so there was. But that was a long time ago. That case is cold as a corpse.
Yeah, but this keeps coming back to the
Many
Rebar
thanks,
Killer, I
gracious
think.
letter. I'll talk to my boss, Benny. See if something is getting reheated.
Of course, Detective. Remember that one should always put one's stock in the paperwork.
Now that's a truth. The SPD do love to fill their filing cabinets. I should rattle a few drawers too, see if any old bones fall out. Nice choice of font and layout. A little fancy?
Why, yes. The seriousness of a matter is often best conveyed by a touch of formality. Just to make it clear, there'll be no messing around. And you see, I come from a quality printer. No smudging of ink or any little black lines. Which is, of course, the minimum standard in a well-phrased ultimatum.
Of course.
Good talk, Mr. Letter.
Well, thank you, mysterious missive.
I gotta blow the dust off the rebar killer case and grill our girl about her favorite hangouts. Message received and understood.
The best part about noir stories is
The
they have a very
Rebar
specific.
Killer. I'd heard that name many, many years before. If I remembered it right, in our world, he was Santiago, a hunter of kindred. What did that have to do with Verona?
So that's where, when we did the previous flashback, we were left with the discussion about the potential of a hunter out there hunting vampires. And this, we're obviously in his time again, and he's thinking back to, oh, that's right, we did find information about that guy. He was a hunter called Santiago. So this is one of the best parts. I was saying this in the middle of that dialogue. One of the things I love about noir stories is they always have a very specific type of dialogue and patterning. I really loved when Star Trek The Next Generation did the noir stories where Patrick Stewart would go back in the Hollow Suite and play the detective. I can't remember how many they did where he would slip back into the role of his like favorite beat detective. It's always
the folks
good
would
stuff.
have stashed Verona in interrogation. I figured I should visit, since I did have questions for her.
Select a lead to investigate from.
I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else from her Seattle.
Interrogation room.
Any news, detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter.
All the sweeter.
From the letter, I deduce you were in a bar last night, right?
Well, I did say I was out with the girls.
Whew.
Being honest, it's kind
Nothing
of
like
a
a
blur.
good sneeze.
But if you're gonna tell me I wrote the letter myself, I will not believe you.
Oh, I'm certain you couldn't do that, even sober. Some of these words are multisyllabic.
Well, exactly. But anyway, we had fun. We hit up a few places, the usual, you know.
Whew.
Oh God, I didn't text any of the girls to let them know I got home. And I'm out of charge. Now I know there's a killer, but I need to go.
The same friends who watched your purse.
These friends of yours, are they the same ones who let a stranger violate the inner sanctum of your purse? Trust me, you are much better off here. And remember, our coffee is free of charge.
Well, all right, fine. At least you have Wi-Fi.
So I'm told. Plus, this frees me to focus on locating your tormentor and putting him safely behind bars. Strong, unbendable iron bars, which he is unlikely to be able to use in any kind of murder attempt.
What?
Never mind. Do you recall which dens of dissolution you visited? Bar chits, bills, outstanding tabs?
Why, detective? Do I look like a girl who has to pay for her own drinks? Let me think. There were a couple of dives, but we were trying to get into the fancy places too. I guess we started off at the Glacier for cocktails, but I think we were gonna try and get into the Macomb later. We heard it's real exclusive. Like they don't even have a list. The bouncer knows you by sight.
Until later, Miss Verona.
Alright, select another lead to investigate.
Seattle PD, full of drunks, bums, and deadbeats. And then there's the criminals, of course.
Check the police records. Detective Fabian. That's right. How do I find... Oh, I got the Sniffles locker rooms. Dude, they've stuck me down here in the gym. Jesus. That's sad. Holding and processing, no. I'm looking for records. Records. Storage. Captain Muldoon. Where the hell is records? Aha!
I had an agreement with Bob. He would ignore all my requests and I'd never ask him for anything. I'd do my own research. I I found that asking the cabinets real nicely would make all the difference.
So it's obviously... I can't click on any of these, though.
Seattle PD, full of drunks, bum.
I can't use it at the moment. How do I... I wonder if I need to talk to him to open it up. I cannot talk to him. So that's definitely acting like it's something I can interact with, but I can't actually interact with it. And my ability is on cooldown, so I don't know that I can... Excuse me, I got the sniffles, man. I'm not sure what I could do here because I can't actually click on that. So I may need to have one of my abilities cleared off of cooldown to be able to access that box. Or maybe I have to wait later. Because I won't be able to do anything with him because he won't talk to me. Okay, well, we'll check something else.
I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find...
Alright, where's the exit?
Cold night. I decided to visit a few places Verona might have stumbled out of.
Watch your step.
Hello? Sinners welcome. Well, you gotta make sure Jesus didn't die for nothing.
Huh. Someone must have smuggled this in.
Hey, I'm getting Cyberpunk 2077 flashbacks.
No show tonight. Well, what Silky called a show. To me, it was a jackhammer and some energetic shouting.
Yeah, I'm not a gumshoe, I'm a fang shoe.
Silky only had 2 vintages of wine behind the bar. The white one and the red.
The white one and the red. Can I talk to her? No.
Well, if it ain't my favorite gumball.
It's gumshoe, Captain, as I keep telling you.
Yeah, what is it? You found a crock of shit at the end of the rainbow?
Something like that.
I was wondering, you ever hear of the rebar killer? A case from back in the 1920s.
Long before my time. Name's familiar. Clue me in.
The news hounds called him the rebar killer because, well, he killed people using rebar. But for us, he was a hunter. Santiago.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I've heard of Santiago. Took down a few of our big names, right? What about him?
The Macomb killing last week. Same MO, boss. Rebar, a missing head, and the Sword of St. James.
So the puzzler of the precinct has another pet theory. Why should I listen this time?
Because last time he was in Seattle, he wiped out several powerful kindred. He's a risk.
I get it. It's thin, but we wouldn't want the chief to think we were asleep at the wheel. So go tell him. And tell him I sent you.
Tell Campbell.
Yeah, this turns out to be something I look good. If it ends up as dog shit, I tell him you slipped a leash.
There we
Get
go.
it?
I get it. I better go, boss.
Yeah, you'd better.
Smash a bottle in here and everyone would go real quiet. It had better be an accident, or the man himself would have a word to say.
I don't know that there's any other leads around here. Perhaps up the stairs. Who are you?
Fabian, you old bloodhound. What can I do for the pride of the PD?
It's an investigation, Silky? Of the official kind?
Is it? Official? You mean official as in Seattle PD, or official as in Benny said so, or some other sort of official?
There was a girl, last night, here with friends and having a good time.
Listen, my friend, you know the rules. All sorts of people pass through. I don't ask their business, they don't ask mine. I mean, is this court orders or a masquerade breach? Lay it out for me.
You ever hear tell of a killer by the name of Santiago?
Santiago? Old St. James? Patron saint of veterinarians and skin traders, if I remember rightly. Friend to a certain carpenter in Jerusalem, so I hear. Should I hold a table for him?
Just bend a little, Oak Tree. Was the girl here? Name of Verona.
Fair Verona, huh? You sound rattled by this scene, buddy. I don't know the name. Why are you asking? If this isn't court or a breach of the mask. A hobby? A bird you've taken under your wing? Because there won't be trouble here, saint or sinner. Send her over if you want her to have a safe night out. But no who did what questions answered for you or for anyone. Not unless it's real kindred business.
I know it, I respect it, but this matters. I'll find a way to prove it.
Sure. I'll see you later, buddy.
I've hit a wall. Yeah, I answered earlier, C-Nice. I have seen the Cyberpunk show. Yep. I can't remember which one of these abilities is the one. I have to go check the icons.
I figured I needed my strength for other things. Yeah, I wasn't going to do that. I didn't see the point in confusing things.
Alright, so he basically has just told me to get fucked. Alright, yeah, there's nothing else in here. Alright, select a lead. Blood resonant event, I don't
Seattle
care.
PD, full of drunks, bums, and deadbeats. And then there's the beer was cheap at the hole in the wall, and mortals did appreciate that.
Alright, we need to bail and head to the next place. Ooh, an arcade. What does it say? Sushi Smash? Oh my goodness. Where the hell's the exit for this place, man?
Snow is gonna ruin my shoes.
His way of getting around is super interesting because it's like fast forward. Everybody's voices gets all high pitched.
Jesus, it's... Some change? Anyone?
I think we're just gonna sit here and vibe for a minute. Where are my glow sticks?
A few Union Johnnies having a cold one, maybe. Can you spare a moment for a few questions?
SPD, right? Yeah, go ahead. Quieter tonight. Not like last night. Man, that was a mess.
So what happened last night? Anything that stands out?
There was this one guy hanging out by the pool table. He was kind of creeping on a group of girls, you know, watching but never getting too close. The boss said he tried to warn him off, but this guy was hopped up on something real intense, scary. Boss called me for backup, but by that time the guy had gone.
Thanks. That's useful.
Get what you need, I have people to serve here.
I want to check out the pool table. You know, for evidence.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Good view of where Verona was sitting from here. So, tell me, Pockets, you see anything last night?
Could be any bar in any city, but you stroll right into mine, detective.
Jesus. The funniest part about Fabian's sequences is when he talks to the inanimate objects and comes up with voices for them.
There was a guy spent some time around you. Kind of a creep. You remember anything?
Now, how would I remember? Scores on the chalkboard are my only way of keeping a tally. Unless you're talking beer, sweat, and tears, detective. This rough green holds its share of history, as I'm sure you know.
History?
That's a fact. Talk to me of beer, sweat, and tears, Pockets.
Ah, must you only focus on my flaws? It's hardly fair.
Oh, they ain't flaws. It's the little wrinkles that make you beautiful, and the memories they hold. For example, last night.
Well, I blush to say it, but my current perfume is that of day-old spilled beer. That and something else. Just a touch of dirt, fresh concrete.
Fresh concrete.
Your perfume, the spilled beer. It's familiar, right?
Why, who I drink with is nobody's business but mine, detective. But it is particularly crafty, with a malty bouquet.
We spelled malt
I've got
earlier
it.
on that letter.
This is the same stale ale I got from the letter.
Yeah.
The guy who stood here was our mailman. That whiff of fresh concrete. It's faint, but... Oh, darn
Rebar.
it. I reckon I've got something on my leg. Some varmint has smeared me with dirt, Detective. Soil, concrete, and just a touch of steel and plastic.
Rebar.
And the heady aroma of porta potty. Our target came from a building site. But which one? Oh, now wait. I'll lay odds it was the Westenra construction site. Not too far and inhabited by anarchs, ghouls, and other lowlifes. Thanks, Pockets. Reckon I'll go digging. I'd say don't get into any fistfights, Detective. But honestly, I don't think you have the balls.
Never did get it. I did once win $100 from a one-armed bandit, but he died soon after. Someone had a good night, unless they were playing hearts.
A little bit of a Sisters vibe here. Not quite the same voice, but man, I might have to come back to this place. Okay, what else is next?
I headed down to the old Western Corp headquarters, a site plagued by construction. Verona said she'd been to the glacier, so I figured I'd...
Do 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 do. Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum. Hello?
Do you have business at our establishment, sir?
Seattle PD. And yes, I do have business. I'm trying to trace someone's movements.
Do go ahead, sir. The faster I can expedite your egress, the better for all.
I don't
Fair
know
enough.
much about birds of prey, but there was a young lady here last night with her friends. Name of Verona.
Ah, yes, that one. Let me save you some time. She and her party were ejected in the small hours for extreme intoxication. The language she used was not appropriate for our establishment.
Okay.
Neither were her gestures, nor her choice of urination receptacle.
Oh wow.
I am only grateful that I did not, in fact, witness her movements.
Anything strike you as fishy last night?
No more than usual, sir. We are often afflicted with inebriates.
I love her choice
I'm
of
sorry to
dialogue.
hear
We
that.
are often
They
afflicted
tell
with
me you can get
inebriates.
a cream for it. Did you hear what they were talking about?
It is not my place to eavesdrop on our clientele, sir. That said, I believe the entire hotel will be aware of which show tunes Miss Verona cannot, in fact, sing.
Ouch. Well, at least she was in a good mood. I better be going. I need to feed the egress.
Feed the
May you
egress.
find joy in it, sir.
Verona remembered the Macon bar, and I was sure they would
Take a moment. Just take a breath. A change.
Shelby, have you a moment before the rapture comes?
The world thrills as ecstasy reaches out for us both. Can you not feel it, Fabian?
No.
Oh, I have a thirst. And I wouldn't want to ascend with a dry mouth.
Bliss can never be denied.
So I find victims that are friendly with me and
That is just what I need.
that I can tap up, top up my
I have work to do before
detective
the end.
abilities.
Don't go anywhere.
Keep your eyes towards rapture, dearest detective.
miracle if I don't freeze to death.
Matter of fact,
Verona remembered the Macon bar, and I was.
let's go back to the police
The end
precinct
is nigh.
because I have my inanimate object ability back, and I might be able to investigate. I know, Deeks, I'm a sucker for fun games. I'm a sucker for playing video games. I'm a sucker for this vampire. I'm a sucker. I also like a good sucker. Big fan of chocolate suckers.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Flatfoot, I knew you'd crawl back to me. Hey, Philomena, you got me. I never can resist a well-packed set of suspension files. So what is it today, Detective? A little dalliance with my dispatches? A thumb through my probation log? Looking to heat up an old cold.
Wait, did you see that? It said, they got anything on DB Cooper? Oh my god!
Detective, I did not expect someone to rattle my drawers so thoroughly this early in the evening. Oh, you know I always try to be gentle. What have you got? You'll have to forgive me. It's a little dusty around my fundament. But I do have a little something. Now that is interesting. Someone's been here before you. Oh, sure, there are news.
Indeed, Hector. I've got my teeth into this game. Or better, this game has got its teeth in me. It's sucking all the time out of me.
That's been lifted. Frankly, I feel violated. What have you got on the killer without the case file? A skeleton in my cupboard. The bones of a Storian. The flesh is missing. A series of mob hits in early 1925. Turf war, the funny papers call it. A clear out of local persons of interest to the police, and to those who serve hooch by the gallon. Same MO every time. Cold construction steel through the heart and a swift chop to the neck. A 5-week sensation of slaughter, and then it all dries up in a record heat wave and a crackdown on bootlegging.
5
no one
weeks.
ever found the heads. Huh?
Huh.
Any word on DB Cooper? The usual. A fresh note from Mr. Sator filed under unverified tips. This one says,
that's a
Cooper's
bloody good
true
joke.
objective was not the money, but a small, insignificant briefcase stowed in the cargo hold. The briefcase contained technology vital to the timeline's integrity. At precisely 8:13 p.m., a portal opened, allowing Cooper to slip into the future. The light turbulence was merely a side effect. If only they knew. Got anything new on the ghost ferries? Now, we do have a letter here from one Captain Salty, alleging that the spectral boats are military. He says here there's an underwater base.
I've never heard of the Ghost Fairy one. That must be something local to Seattle. DB Cooper I've heard of.
Travel experiments. Apparently it's a prelude to the second Canadian invasion. He claims the first one already happened. I guess he got something right. Anything that screams Bean Illuminati? It's been quiet on that front. Too quiet. You do say they're always watching. Well, they are always wide awake and a bit jittery. I should get to it. Come back when you can. I always need a good sorting.
All right, that's that lead. Might as well
down to the
let's check the construction site.
I need to find a better spot. What I'd give for a bed.
There was that same scent of concrete Pockets had talked about. Guess someone was using gas to keep the lights on. The place reeked, and it reeked of ghoul. A ghoul who didn't have access to a shower.
Photo of Verona. Creased and slightly damaged.
So our stalker had a picture of Verona.
He's also got a poster.
Maybe that'd get Silky to open up.
Wow.
I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find... I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss. It was his home from home.
All right. I wish it wouldn't cancel the dialogue when you're in the middle of like just picking the POI and then it just cancels the dialogue. It seems like a weird creative decision. Oh, Bella! Don't you want to sparkle with me?
Is that the light of hope in your eyes, Detective? You got something for me, right?
It's been a long night, and I've worn down the shoe leather. My feet took me to the haven of a ghoul. And said ghoul had a photograph of my Verona. He was charged with delivering a death threat to her by his master. Here, take a look-see.
A ghoul now. I wonder whose blood he was sipping. But you're right. This is our kind of trouble. The girl here, I have seen. She was in here last night. Said drinks were on her. That she'd come into money. She decided to make a life change and pawned something that was chaining her down.
Pawned?
Left a ticket stub as a tip. Worthless to me, but maybe useful to you?
Well now, that is what we call in the trade a lead. My thanks, Socrates.
A pawn ticket. I figured I should follow that lead to a pawn shop. Bracing Verona about it directly was less likely to get results.
Hopefully I muted all of that. I sometimes forget to mute them over here.
I had a question to ask Nico about Verona and her newfound wealth.
If you got sniffles, it's always good times. Keep getting turned around in this dive. And you get some sparkles, and you get some sparkles, and you get some sparkles. We're all gonna be sparkly vampires in Washington. Yay! The worst part about that franchise is that some of the lore is actually really good, but the books, they're so poor. I mean, it's literally they're written for teenage girls, and it sucks because the world building is actually really interesting. Strip the bullshit love triangle stuff out of it and all the teenage angst and oh, his lips, his chest, blah. Like the lore that was created for the vampire clans and the history, like the werewolves and all that stuff was really super interesting. But God, I did read that series and it was really hard to get through. The films, I mean, they're not the worst films I've ever seen.
And I think Sophia and I gave up on crosswords back in the early 40s. Too predictable. Not
But
enough
they're also
spark.
just, I mean, pros and cons. Like, good parts, bad parts.
They said a cat may look at a king, but when it came to princes, I wouldn't advise it. You could go through 9 lives in surprisingly quick order. This little guy reminded me that I'd met a lot of suckers in my time.
So have I. Most of them have been pretty attractive.
I mourn the old clackety-clack. Computers are all very well. But since they were invented, there's been a lot more profanity in the world. I never ate fish in Seattle, even when I was alive. It was something in the way those cold, dead eyes stared right into you. I remember when these were all the rage. Then when they were junk. Then when they were all the rage again. Mortals are fickle. Nico helped me find knickknacks for my office. Knickknacks with history.
Friend Fabian, what brings you to my door? I've had nothing coming to your taste. Just rings of old marriages, necklaces of old mistresses, junk, you know how it is. Discarded memories.
I'm looking for a memory. Came in last night?
Everyone here trades memories for dollars. You know that. What was it? Or who?
It netted her enough to have a night out. Paid her bar tab. Here, I have a ticket. You know this one?
Ah, yes.
Excuse me.
That one. She was burdened on the way in and floated her way out.
Here.
Ah, that's right. A locket. One moment.
Progress. I don't know what prompted Miss Verona to sell, but this might give me answers.
Miss Verona? That was not the name she gave me. Ravenna, if I have it right.
Now, what is she playing at?
I hope in some way the item brings you joy. Even if it's the joy of detection, huh?
Did she say why she pawned the locket?
Oh, you learn not to ask such things. There is usually sadness or anger down those roads, and to be honest, I did not want to share in hers.
How's business?
The festive season approaches. At this time, I receive old gifts so my clients can buy new ones. Renting a moment of happiness. This year,
renting a moment of
deposits
happiness.
and
That's a
purchases.
good way to put it.
An air of desperation.
Hope the Christmas trade picks up.
Have a good night, my friend.
It is silver, slightly scratched, and with the shine worn off, and smells faintly of patchouli oil, of which I have some. I do use patchouli oil, not all the time, but I've loved patchouli for a very long time. I am indeed one of those rare freaks. There are 2 letters engraved on the back. Inside are 2 pictures of the same girl, dark-haired, aged maybe 10 years old. She does not look cheerful. Given to me by Nico at Aurora Pawn in exchange for pawn ticket.
I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else from her big night out.
JK says that was not the walkover I thought it would be. Transcend says, yes, we did it. JK is a legend. Nice, you guys got past that. I have heard that once you get past that fight, the game goes back to being like normally challenging, like normal mode. So I'm glad you got past it. Now you can get back to enjoying the real game. They're gonna have to fix that kind of shit though for like the launch version of the game. Like they gotta get the balancing worked out for the normal mode. Like hardcore mode, it's fine to have that kind of stuff, but I've had 2 separate occasions where I've hit that boss and just brick walled and been like, no, I'm gonna go do other things. Like it's an early access title. I'm not gonna stress about it. But it's definitely like a ramp up and challenge.
You found something, right?
Just laying on the floor
Avenues,
watching.
Miss Verona. Avenues and alleyways. Well, they remember you at the Glacier Hotel.
I think they watered down their drinks.
Well, that may be, but like I said, they remember you. And because they remember you, they won't be letting you back in. I'd avoid the place for a while, maybe change your makeup, your name, or move to a new city. Gossip is a terrible thing. You made it to the hole in the wall.
We did? Oh, guess we did.
Playing pool. They tell me a shady character was observing you from the sidelines.
Oh, yeah. Real sour face, that one. I told him where to stick it.
I imagine that you did.
Told him where to stick it.
The Dutchman
Stick
didn't
it
strike
real
me as your
good.
kind of place, but I was wrong. You were definitely imbibing there, loudly and copiously.
Wow, we made it to the Dutchman? I must have been out of it. We never go there. Way too sketchy for me and the girls. All that leather and denim, you know?
Much to my shame, I do know.
I do know.
I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop. Sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
I'm trying to catch a killer here. Bear it in mind and throw me a bone.
So do you think the threat is real?
I have no doubt. This killer is real and could strike at any moment. Granted, it's a mite less likely here in PDHQ, though it is still a possibility. But hey, we won't charge a rent.
If it's real, well, I guess I need to tell you. The locket isn't mine. It belongs to my sister. My ex-sister, Ravenna. Check the photo inside. That's me and her. She, used to be my twinnie. But she's dead to me. You gotta understand that.
She passed away.
Oh no,
No.
we just don't get on. She's gone kind of weird. How's the locket fit in? Does that mean she's in danger?
Everything is connected, miss. It's simply a matter of degree. Try asking Mr. Bacon sometime. If you don't know him, someone will. So, where can I find this twinnie, this
Kevin Bacon.
Heck, I don't know.
That was a good
We
joke.
haven't talked in half a year.
That was a
Last
good
I
joke.
heard, she was working at Atrium.
That was a really
That's
good
why I
joke.
never go there.
The Kevin Bacon
see.
thing.
Maybe
That was a
messenger
really
didn't have
good
a name
joke.
for his intended recipient. Only a photograph, and a poor one at that.
That was a really good joke. I. Oh, the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I cannot believe they threw that in there as a little just an inside joke. That's hilarious, man. Oh, that was good. Current generation's not going to know anything about that.
This'll get complicated. A visit to the atrium and its mistress takes my comfort thoroughly out of its zone. I'm told she doesn't like the cut of my jib. Between you and me, I don't even own a jib. But as for your situation, I believe you've simply been the victim of a failure in postal delivery, Miss Verona, as so often happens. The case is solved. Your sister is the one in peril. Hopefully I can make it to the atrium before it's too late.
Get to the atrium.
As soon as I heard Verona's sister, Benny wanted the prince to know what was up, so I'd have to face the man himself. As soon as I heard Verona's sister worked at the atrium, I knew I was in for trouble.
You know, I just realized why the waypoints weren't working yesterday. So I thought you could just set waypoints anywhere you want, but you are not allowed to do that. You can only set a waypoint on a exclamation mark.
As soon as I heard Verona's sister worked at the atrium.
Ah, okay. Got some texture popping right there, I just noticed. Let's go report to the boss really quick.
I never did like this place. Felt like a tomb, and not in a nostalgic memories and flowers way. More in a morgue slab kind of way.
What is it this time? Ah, Fabian. Well?
I need to...
He's out.
Oops.
What do you need?
Benny said to speak directly to the prince.
And telling me is just as good as telling him, so speak your piece or get out of my office.
Tell him Santiago is in town.
Santiago. And will the prince know who that is?
Just tell him someone came into the precinct with a sword of St. James. Twice in a week. The hunter is back in town. We need every eye peeled like an orange.
Santiago, pair of St. James's swords, keep our eyes peeled. That cover it?
Yes,
Don't
ma'am.
ignore this, Miss Joyce. Santiago killed many of our kind. People close to me. Close to us all.
I'll pass it along. If he thinks it's important, he knows where to find you.
Well, thank you kindly then. I'll be off.
I see.
All right.
As soon as I heard
Back down we go. I just hear my grannies running down the hallway going, "Coffee! Coffee!" Alright, hold that thought. I'll be right back.